Amanda, what brings you in today?
Well, there's a lot going on, and I'm just kind of stressed out about things. Next week, my kids will be at home, and I have to do homeschool with them. I have a lot of other things going on as well, so I just need someone to talk to try and help me figure out, just what I need to do as far as just to get through this coronavirus that everyone's experiencing. It's super
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're here for, to kind of work through that and help you out with that
Mhm.
a little bit, to
Mhm.
some extent, I suppose.
Yeah, I just, I worry about my parents. They're older, and I worry about my kids because they don't understand why they can't go back to school. And then my husband's business, they're pretty much shut down right now too. And so then financially, I'm worried about like if they're going to be able to stay open.
Yeah. That's pretty good reason to be concerned
Mhm.
too.
Mhm.
It's just there's a lot going on with this whole coronavirus thing, and it's just causing a lot of chaos in everybody's lives.
Yes, it is. And I'm tired of looking at Facebook, and I need to quit looking at Facebook because people always have ideas, how to homeschool your kids or do these activities with your kids. But I'm tired, and I don't have time to do everything with my kids right now.
Yeah. So you're a graduate student also, aren't you?
Yes, so that's another thing that's going on. We recently have had to be, um, or we can't go on campus, and so we have to do all our classes on Zoom, and we're used to seeing each other, and it's kind of disappointing and frustrating at the same time because I miss my cohort, I miss my friends, seeing them like twice a
Mm-hmm.
week, and now I don't think we're gonna have a graduation ceremony, which is another disappointment. Um, and I think just not knowing when this whole thing is gonna end and everything can get back to normal.
Yeah. It's just a lot for one person to do. Like you're going to graduate school, you're expected to homeschool your kids while you're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
and you still have your homework, and you have an internship too. You were saying
Yeah,
earlier.
I'm gonna try and figure out how to do that too because I have to do that from home as well. So yeah,
Yeah, just a lot of different components that you have to try to balance and work together with here.
yes.
Yeah,
And I
and
don't like it's just happened so quickly. Like just overnight, it feels like so many changes that are occurring and happening.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely not a desirable time.
Right.
There's just so much going on, and there's only so much we can do.
Yes. Yes. It just gets really. I don't know. I just. It's like I can't get out of my head. I just keep thinking about things over and over, and yeah, it's just the same story. Like, when is this gonna end? When are things gonna get back to normal? Um, yeah.
So you just feel like there's no escaping it. You're just
Correct.
kind of
Yes.
you're just kind of stuck in this spot, and you have no idea when it's gonna end or anything.
Mhm.
You've heard all over the place,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of sinking in almost, or not really
Yes.
sinking in. You
Yes.
just don't want to. You don't want to accept it, maybe.
Correct. Yep. Yes. I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do.
So you're trying to figure out like what you can do to help you manage all these things at the
Mhm.
same time.
Yes.
So what kind of things, like what kind of hobbies do you have?
Um. Right now, I don't really have a lot of hobbies. I mean, in the spring, and it is a spring, but when it gets nicer out, I'll have some flower gardens, which I really like. So I am looking forward to doing that because I know our flower shop or our greenery is still open or will be open. So I
Okay.
have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
And I have been trying to organize things and clean now that I've had more time at home.
Yeah. Well, and with everything shifting to an online way of doing these things now too, it kind of gives us in some ways a little more free time
Yes.
to do these things that we would otherwise like to do.
Right.
So when you're feeling so busy with everything else,
Mm-hmm.
there's time that you can do other things too, I'm sure.
Yes, there is. I feel like, yes, I do feel like I have more time.
Yeah.
True. Because I'm not driving here and driving there,
Yeah.
which I'm just sitting at home, but that's okay. It's all right.
So what kind of things do you think you could do in your free time that are things that you like to do for you?
Sure. Well, when the gardening season opens up, I could do that, and I could read more. Definitely,
Okay.
definitely. I have a few books that I would like to read for fun. Yeah, and I know I have been cooking more, which I do really enjoy cooking when I have the time. And I like for all of us to sit down together at meals. I do enjoy that, and so that's a positive thing too that has been happening.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you can bring that up for me because yeah, sometimes I just keep focusing on the negative, but so there are positives coming out of this. It's just still dealing with it.
Yeah. And
The
have
changes.
have you seen what the weather is supposed to be like next week?
Nice, I
It's
think.
supposed to be very nice.
Yes, so that's
And
positive too.
just because we're on this whole quarantine thing doesn't mean we can't go outside and enjoy ourselves outside.
Right, right. So then again, yes, you're helping me figure out more things to do and to be more positive. For sure. Yeah.
I mean, we're coming out of this slump that's been our winter,
Right.
and it hasn't been a very terrible winter
Right.
like we've had in the past,
Mhm.
but it's still winter.
Mhm.
So coming out of that and having this nice weather, it's a pretty good thing to come out of this.
Yes. Yes. That's true. At least it's not January.
Yeah.
Because that would really be bad.
Yeah, yes, it would be.
Because I can't imagine schooling my kids January, February, March, April, May. And I love my kids. It's just trying to figure out the new normal that everyone is
Yeah.
talking about.
And it's kind of like you're doing your own schooling.
Yes.
Like you're still learning, you still
Yes.
have homework to do. You can't be teaching
Right.
while you're trying to learn things too.
Right. Right.
It's a very big change.
Yes,
And
it is.
It's very sudden.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You're talking about how you're missing your cohort,
Yes.
classmates, and
Yes.
that everything is just suddenly online, and you're not seeing them. You're not sure about if you'll even have a graduation.
Yes.
So what are some good things that could come out of all of that possibly?
I mean, we could have a bigger party later on, possibly.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think? How should I look at it? What do you? I mean, give me some ideas. How can I be more positive about it?
I like to believe that there is positive to every negative thing.
Okay.
The way our minds work, we tend to focus more on the negative things because that's just kind of what we've grown up to know.
Yes.
Is our whole lives we've been, put on this in schools anyways too. We've been put on this grading. Like if you're not getting A's and B's, you're not doing good enough.
Right.
And that's kind of how we're just taught. So we're, in some ways we're taught to acknowledge these flaws that we have, or these flaws in everything, and not focus so much on the positives. But again, there are positives to everything, so we just have to look for those positives sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you are right with like the weather getting nicer, and I mean, I am having more family meals. I am having more downtime, and maybe it's just trying to get used to having that downtime and not feeling guilty for having more time.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And that's a good possibility too. Like you've been so used to, doing your internship and having your schooling and your homework, and all of a sudden you're home more often.
Yes.
You're home a lot more often.
Yes.
And you still feel like you don't get time to actually spend quality time with your family.
Right. Right.
So it's stressful, and I could get how you'd feel guilty about that.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, we're almost done with school. We only have like 6 classes left, which I can't believe. So too, I'm just anticipating this summer, what will happen during the summer, when I'll get a job.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with waiting, a little bit. I mean, I don't need a job right away, but I do want to get a job to use my skills and stuff. So.
Yeah. And how are you said that your kids are kind of lost on why they're not able to go back to school?
Yeah, the younger two don't really understand why they can't go back to school. Now that the governor of Minnesota has announced that we can't really leave our homes unless for essential reasons purposes. Now I think they're understanding, but then I don't want them to like get too scared or worried because I explained to them that the grocery stores are still open, that you can still go outside. It's just trying to not have contact with people,
Yeah.
which is really strange.
Right.
It's just bizarre, kind of, but
It really is.
yeah,
It really is.
yeah. So it's just, I don't know, not trying to get too worked up about it, but yet getting through it.
Yeah.
It's my daughter, yeah, she's still, even today, when she knows they're not going back to school Monday, she still asks me, "Oh, are you sure we don't get to go back to school Monday?" It about breaks my heart. I'm like, "No, you don't."
Well, I heard somewhere today from a student also that there are some schools that are looking to be back in school on May 4th.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's very reliable information.
Okay. It
So
gives
I
me a little
haven't heard
hope.
anything.
I mean, just even if they would go back just for a couple weeks, 3 weeks, just, I don't know. It's weird because, like, like, when school ends the end of May, my children are ready to be done. I'm ready for them to be done. We're ready for a break. We're ready just to have a summer schedule. But when this happened 2 weeks ago, when they had their first week off, I mean, it was fun for the first couple of days, but then after a while, it's like, they get, I don't know, they were just getting like bored and fighting. And now this week is better. I think they're getting a little used to being at home. So then I think we'll get through this. But yeah, I don't know.
That's a whole other concern in itself too, though. You don't want them to get in a routine of just being at home all the time.
I know. So I know. But right now we can't do anything else.
Yeah. Well, you could still go outside and go for walks.
Yes. Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
It's just a weird
It
time.
really is. And you said you have 2 younger kids.
Yes.
What grades are they in?
6th and 4th.
Do they still have recess?
Yes.
Well, then there you go.
Oh yeah, we take walks. We do. I mean, they get outside. I mean, home being in like not going to school. Like we do go outside.
If you'll be homeschooling, then you can take them outside to get some exercise somehow.
Yeah.
They gotta get that recess in.
Oh yeah, they will. We do.
Yeah.
We go for walks.
Good.
So
So what are some things again that you think you'd be able to do next week to kind of help you with everything, to keep you in that healthy headspace?
I think just getting up at a decent time in the morning, not sleeping in, getting ready for the day, showering.
Yeah.
Routine, not just putting my hair in a bun and call it a day. Just trying to just keep in some sort of routine is helpful.
Yeah.
For sure.
What are some things that you think would also just kind of help you to not be so overwhelmed with everything? Because even though you're home more often, there is still a lot of stuff that you're going to be having responsibilities.
I think just taking walks by myself or with my dog is helpful.
Yeah.
For sure. So I need to do that every day. What else? Just eating right, drinking enough water.
Yeah. Is your husband concerned about the coronavirus stuff at all?
He is. We haven't really had time to talk about it a lot yet. Yeah, I mean, he is concerned, like, as far as his business and stuff, because they've slowed down tremendously, but, I mean, everyone has, so...
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Right now.
So what's your husband doing to try and help keep that headspace? Because that the business going the way the business works, it has an effect on you and the rest of the family too.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what?
Like how are finances being managed, I guess.
Oh, I mean, the same. But we're just being more careful,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as, like, I mean, I've been saving money for sure because I haven't gone anywhere, done anything, so.
Yeah. So about where would you rate the financial stress at?
Right now, it's fine, but I don't know, like, in 2 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah. Or
6
however
weeks.
long.
Yeah,
this
I mean,
lasts.
yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it sounds like things aren't terrible
right.
right now for you and your family.
Right. No, they're not. It's just trying to keep it all together.
Yeah. And everybody just kind of adjusting to the new norm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you think everybody is adjusting?
Day by day.
Day by day?
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's not super, but it's not too bad. Yeah.
Just getting better day by day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just a lot of the unknown, like how long this whole thing is going to last. And, most people like get tired of talking about it and hearing about it, right? So then, like today, for example, like I like to watch the news. Well, I used to. Now I don't even turn on the TV, or if I do, I just turn it to like a Netflix movie or like Bravo, like my fun Real Housewives show, like, because all they do is talk about it over and over and over, and like.
I'm just tired of hearing about it.
Yes. So that did help today, not turning on the news.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And thinking about the future.
Do you think that's something you'll do again tomorrow?
I hope so. Yeah, it will be.
Just not turn on the news?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And Facebook. I need to kind of quit looking at Facebook again because I'm tired of people giving me advice, even though it's not towards me. They just put little things in there like, don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. It's like, I know they're trying to be helpful, but like, I can do what I want.
It's just annoying.
It's really annoying.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that I've tried to stay off of, even though I like it because it keeps me connected with people, but yet I don't need people's advice right now. I just want to have their assurance that they're still my friends. That makes sense. I don't want people's advice.
Yeah, that makes sense. You just want to how do I put it? You just want to know that they know you're still there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, because people have their opinions, which is fine.
Yeah.
But right now, I just feel like people are just on edge, which is understandably so. But now is the time we really just need to tone it down a bit and just.
Yeah. And if I can, I'm gonna back up a little bit
Sure.
to what I had previously said.
Sure.
And I think what I was looking for with that is that you just want to have normal conversation with somebody.
Yes.
About anything other than coronavirus.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Normalcy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some sort of
Yes.
normal conversation.
Yes, without giving me advice on what I should be doing or
wash your hands every so often.
Yeah, or social distancing. Ugh. I want to just delete that word out of my brain soon. But
yeah. And you said you have about 6 classes left for school.
Yes.
And then you graduate?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have and you missed your cohort, so I'm guessing that you guys aren't seeing each other face to face right now.
No, we have to do everything on Zoom, which is fine to a point, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
So you definitely prefer that face to face presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Especially, is this what you guys are going to be doing for the rest of the remainder of your program that you know of?
I think so.
Yeah. And that's really hard then.
Yes.
So you guys
because we have been
haven't
together
seen each other face to face in how long?
a few weeks.
A few weeks.
Couple weeks.
And you might not.
Right. I think all the changes and unknown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you've been with your cohort for how long?
It'll be 20 months in April.
20 months.
So
you guys have built a pretty strong connection
yes.
with each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Mhm. Because I really want to get one more picture of all of us together, and I was gonna do that Monday night of our last class together, but then we never got to be together, in person.
Yeah.
So.
That's hard.
Mhm. It is, and I know like people are dying and this and that, but I just feel like I don't know, like I feel like on one hand this whole thing is being way blown out of proportion in certain areas of our country. Like I understand New York and California and Phoenix, Arizona, or wherever where there's like a huge population, then yes, definitely I think there needs to be all precautions. But I feel like where we live, I don't know, I just feel like it's really like way overboard.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion.
So what would you say is your toughest adjustment with everything going on right now?
I think the toughest adjustment is not being able to do what I want when I want to.
Okay. So what kind of things would you do if you could?
Like if I want to go out to eat, or like I think to my kids just having their whole world just be uprooted and twirled around but they're actually doing okay and they're probably adjusting better than I am. So I think I just want to just get through it, and I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of today it feels good to talk to you about it, but and otherwise though, with other people I'm just tired of tired of talking about it and doing things that don't feel natural, like the Zoom. I don't mind it so much. Well, I mind it with our class, but we've done that before. But my girlfriends wanted to have a little Zoom session. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that with you because it's weird.
You just have enough of it going
I feel bad, but then I was just honest with them, and they understand. They're fine with it. I just want that part of my life to still be normal, and it can't be. But
like your social life.
Yeah, and I don't. It's not like I see them that often. We only see each other once a month, but.
Then again, though, that's more of a reason why you'd rather be face to face
Yes.
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your toughest adjustment is the whole social aspect of everything.
Yes, and I don't even really have a big social life, but it's just.
What you had.
Yes.
You
what
cherish.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you just don't have that.
Yeah.
You have your kids.
Yes.
But you're probably tired of them too.
Some days, yes. Yes. Yeah. And then a couple of my children, 2 out of 4 are very social, and so they really miss their friends. So just trying to, provide an outlet for them, but they'll get through it. We'll get through it. We'll be better for it. It's just.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully we will be.
Or maybe it's the end times. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows at this point?
I don't think it'll be the end of times yet. Hopefully not, but
no, I don't think so either. But I think I'm just trying to still wrap my head around it. It still boggles my mind, what we're experiencing.
Yeah. And do you think maybe that's because of the suddenness of everything?
Yeah.
Just kind of, it's just so much being affected all at once.
Yes.
That it seems so surreal.
Yes. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel better talking about it though.
That's good. It sounds like you just hate talking about it.
Right. Yeah, to certain people, but.
Yeah.
To people who ask me about it,
the people who you would normally be social with.
Right, or yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Big change of pace.
I think, I feel better now.
You feel better now?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I was able to help you with that. And I'm glad that we were able to meet face to face since so much of the world is not meeting face to face.
Right. Thank you for approving this. I appreciate it.
Of
'cause
course.
I'm not sick. I mean, if I am a carrier, sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
As far as I know, I'm not either.
Yeah. So it's just I appreciate you meeting with me in person, and I'll try and listen. Remember what you said to go for a walk and more balance, probably. Less worrying.
I think with everything that is going on and all the adjustments that you're having to make in the next couple weeks even, I feel like some self-care type stuff would be very valuable and beneficial to you to just kind of help relieve some of that stress and keep you in that healthy mind space where you're feeling okay about things.
I think so.
Good. It was good meeting with you today.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in, Miranda.
Thanks. I feel much better. Thanks. Bye.